My name is Lara. I came in the military in 1992, about 6 months out of high school, did a little bit of college, and then joined the infantry, went to Fort Benning, and was served for about 19 years, a little over 19 years in the military. Infantry most of the time, did a couple little schools like drill sergeant and box for the Army and stuff like that. I was in like 7 different infantry units throughout the world, in Alaska, Korea, all over the United States, Washington. Been a Bradley commander in the Bradleys, or Strikers, infantry platoon leader, infantry platoon sergeant, squad leader, dismount grunt, you name it. And then my last hoorah was in Alaska, 172nd Striker Brigade and 2-1 Infantry in Alaska. I was a platoon leader there for about 2 years. Out of my unit in Alaska, I was there for about a year. We trained, got together, had a 45-man infantry striker platoon. Got deployed to Mosul, Iraq in September of 2005, and then got to Mosul. We're there for about 3.5, 4 months, and then we were in some engagements even before I got injured. Actually, probably my striker got blown up 3 times before I actually got injured the final time. Most that happened was like just get knocked out for like 30, 40 seconds, and then my striker actually protected me quite a bit. And then the last one was on November 19th, 2005, about 04:30 in the morning. I went to a Zakari safe house. At that time, he was like the second guy under bin Laden. And we were looking for him, and went to a really just well-fortified house that had booby traps, kill holes, and the house was rigged to blow and everything we didn't know. And we got a call from the Iraqi police saying they had got harassment fire and stuff from there. So we went and set up a basic cordon and went in to go search it and see what was actually there. And as soon as we got there and started setting up, we just got hit by them and took some mortar round, some shrapnel to my body they engaged us with, kept going in the house. We went in the house and then kind of got pinned down in a room. Everybody that went in the house took from 3 to 7 bullets that day. I ended up getting shot in the face first, went through my weapon, blew my weapon in half. I was shooting at a guy to my left about 5 feet. He was just around the corner doing like a spray and pray. Got shot from a guy on the right through a kill hole on the wall. They had like holes in the wall. They would just stick their barrel through, and he had got me from the right. So kind of went back, came back to the door, got mad. You know, like when you get in a fight, you get mad. You're like, oh, what happened? I had to swallow my teeth and stuff, clear my throat, because when it went through my weapon, it just blew out my jawbone, and the bullet went up and got stuck in my head. So I just cleared my throat, swallowed the pieces that were in my mouth and everything, and went back to the door to go shoot again. Didn't realize what really had happened. It was kind of like a dream or whatever. And then my weapon fell in half, and that's when I realized, oh, okay. And so as soon as my weapon fell in half, I got shot again from the guy from the right again when I was shooting the guy to the left. He shot me with a 7.62, went through my arm, went out my back, shattered my scapula like in 15 places. Then I got shot from the front from this guy over here, and then just kind of fell back into the room and landed next to one of my other soldiers that had been shot like 5 times already. Kind of went into shock a little bit, had my Peltor on so I could hear what was going on. A couple of my soldiers were working on getting us out of there. Was about to go to sleep, and then heard them saying, hey, we're coming in to get you, and they knocked a hole in the wall. And I just picked myself up, straggled to the striker, went in, collapsed. My medic started working on me a little bit. I can hear him talking to me real faint, and then I woke up 5 days later in a lawn stool with my jaw wired shut and couldn't move and stuff, and then fell back asleep for a couple of days and woke up in Walter Reed. And ever since then, I've had a little over 45 surgeries. I actually got 2 surgeries coming up right after this event. That's about it, just a lot of recovery. Golf's been, great with actually the recovery. I mean, it's one of the limited things I can do, just getting out, even in it, that does break me off too. I was just talking to a guy outside about it, and I think I played like 15 holes last week, and that was about as far as I made it. It's one of the last things I can really get out there and do. I love sports. I played everything before that, baseball, football, basketball, but I can still play golf, which is great, even though I have limited movement of my right arm. You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at me, but I can't even lift my arm over my head, but I can still get a decent golf swing. So it gives you that hope, knowing you can still get out there and actually do something instead of sitting at home and getting fat. And, I think I gained like 50 pounds my first year of retirement, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta do something. But, it's been great, getting out there, still being able to, hang around other people and feel like you're still an athlete and doing something. So it's been great. And from the surgeries, sometimes after so many surgeries, I don't play for 6 months. Try to go back, play again, and then at one point I was trying to play 3 days after surgery. I'd be out there and stitches would be coming through the shirt and bleeding out my shoulder or something like that. And until I was just doing it too much, and it was kind of breaking me off even more by not recovering enough. So then I started waiting about 6 months, before I'd go back out there again. And but it's it's good. It's still good. I can still do it. And my grandfather did it until he was 92 and passing away. So I'm hoping to do the same thing.